tuned in to another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. I'm your host, Dave. I'm the guy that has a lot of things to say on this show. Well, anyway, I got a couple of things here today. Probably not going to be popular with my conservative friends, but like I've always said, I'm not really a conservative by definition. I am more in the middle. I would actually think I would probably be more libertarian than anything else, which is weird, but it is what it is. So, what I'm going to talk to you today is about Donald Trump. Now, you know I don't like to say his name because it triggers people into irrational thought, irrational feelings, irrational actions, decisions. It is a lightning rod, a dividing rod. It is a barn fire of epic proportions. People lose their absolute mind and all rational ability to speak and things like that, to actually act like a human being. They go into this animal mode, defense mode, which is crazy. But, you know, that's why I don't like to say his name. But today we're going to say his name quite a few times. So, with all of that said, I might be one of the few, and I hope I'm not, that don't want this man to run. Hear me out. If this man runs, we're not going to unite. It will never happen underneath him. It will never happen underneath Biden and anything that has to do with Obama. It's never going to happen. Why? Well, there's multiple reasons why this won't happen. Number one is the guy, his arrogance, and his inability to not respond to every little altercation or fight. This guy would fight anybody, anywhere, anytime, and that's not necessarily a good idea. I'm going to put it to you in a boxing terms, and I'm not really like a big boxing fan, but this might make sense to you. Floyd Mayweather, this guy is, arguably one of the best of all time. Why? Because he picks his fights. You get the guy like Paul Logan or whatever those dudes from YouTube are. I want to fight him. I want to do this. He hasn't even responded to him. That's the way you do it. You don't need to respond. There is no need to respond. You're like, well, I don't know. Who the hell's that guy? And then Conor McGregor starts talking. Ooh, I want that fight. That's the one I want. And he takes it. So he's very smart on how he takes the fights. This guy, Trump, just could not pick his fights. He was with everybody. Now, I understand the other end of that coin was he's being attacked by a media that was absolutely unfair to him. Being attacked relentlessly by a cabal that is a collusionist group of freaking left cultists that, oh man, I understand that you want to fight back. But there's some restraint that he should have showed on Twitter and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying banning him it's crazy, because that's the censorship shit, and we're going to get into that too. So, that's one of his major problems. His policies were never the problem. His policies were amazing. His policies were so good for everybody in this country, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, I own a shop in a pretty much majority, minority, immigrant, is pretty much the demographics of where I am. These people, those 4 years, maybe 3. The last one was a little rough. But 3 were spending more money and doing more things and building and all of this stuff. The prosperity part was so huge. I did so well under that guy's policies. Everybody did. And that's unquestionable that everybody did. They've already proven that his, policies all help the middle class. And it's a proven fact. You can go look at it. No, I don't care what they're telling you, because what they're telling you and what the actual facts are totally two different things, and that's kind of common the cabal. I call them the cabal, all of them together. The media, the left cultists, social media tech giants, all of them, this big cabal. Well, anyway, him and them kind of going at each other every single time for every little thing was just too much. Now, I'm going to put it into a perfect example. We're going to go to the sports world again. When the NFL players were all kneeling, and it was pretty bad, man. The optics were just so bad, man. And dividing the country, and it was really, really bad. I mean, down to, they had to censor an interview with Katie Couric, with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and she pretty much took the side of that kneeling shit is crazy, and that's ridiculous. But they censored it. It just came out maybe about 6 months ago, and they completely cut it out of the interview because they didn't want that to have that narrative that the left controls. The left throws out the narrative. The right fights the narrative and defends itself. That's pretty much it. That's how it works, which is crazy, but that's how it works. So when he had them, actually, they stopped. They kind of like backed off. Everybody's like, oh, back off, back off. This guy has to get up there and go, look what I did. That is the most unattractive thing out of anybody else. It's like Cam Newton, when every first down's got to pound his chest and do the Superman thing. Bro, it's a first down, bro. So yeah, he's like, look what I did. Look what I did. It's like Cam Newton. The guy, every time he gets a first down, he's Cam Newton with the Superman thing. Bro, it's a first down, bro. Like, it's a first down. It's not a touchdown. And, like, what are you doing? So he gets up there and he pounds his chest. What happens? The NFL starts kneeling. The NFL gets worse. It's just this reverse psychology shit, and it's so easy to see. This man gets people so twisted that, like I said, they lose all rationality. These people will push the grandmother in front of a bus, have her killed in order to wear this little badge that says, I hate Trump. They will steal your freedom. They will burn your house down with you and your children, their future, anything to get this man. These people are like this. These people will, by any means necessary, anything but him. And you're living it right now. Anything but him. Woof. Do we understand that that part of it? Now we're going to go to the other side. Now you have a lot of these Trumpers who think that this guy is like the golden cow or like a false god type thing, that he could do no wrong, and you know what I mean, this and this and that. Yes, his policies were great, but him personally was just, it was fucking terrible. Excuse my language. It was freaking terrible. You know what I mean? If he would have just, there's ways to do it. There's ways to fight. There's ways to not. Now I'm going to give you the other side of it. This guy we cannot let this man run. This is a slam dunk. Win midterms and election for Republicans. If they could keep this guy away. They know it. If they could just keep this guy away. You want a guy like Ron DeSantis in Florida. This man has done everything right. This man has every one of the Trump policies without being Donald Trump. He articulates well. He fights the media and he jabs them, but it's a different way. It's like, well, you look kind of foolish, and here's the proof, and I'm sorry, but that's the proof. But I'm not yelling at you, or I'm not doing anything like that, but this is the way it is. He's not throwing his shit on Twitter, and he's not doing all of that stuff. I'll stop right there for a second. I'm going to pause, and I don't agree with anybody getting kicked off of Twitter and censorship and stuff like that. This is the other part that these people will do. They will take your freedom of speech. They will throw every one of your rights away to wear the badge. I hate Trump more than the next guy. I'm going to prove it by burning down my own house. It's a definition of insanity, people. Now, a lot of these people already know that they made a mistake. And, damn it, I don't like this guy, but I probably shouldn't have done this because we're in freaking hell right now. And it's absolutely terrible. And they're taking more freedoms from us. The authorities, the authoritarian, totalitarian authority is just ramming it right down us and putting their finger on you every chance you get. You can that what you feel is the finger of the boss, just constantly pushing down on you. And this one is evil in intent. That's what I have to say. It's evil in its intent, anti-American in every way. But these people will vote that way again. They will do it. Even the ones that know they did that wasn't the best thing for them and everybody else, they'll do it again because they're programmed in this way. Trump, it's like when the hypnotizer does the coin in front of you and he says, all right, when I say these 3 words, you're gonna do this and you're gonna act like this when I say chicken. Oh, okay, all right. It's like that. You're going to act like an absolute idiot and destroy everything and do everything I say when I say the word Trump. Trump. Oh, this is a threat to our democracy. Oh my God. You already know how crazy these people can get. They've proven it. Look where we are. And the other side is even crazier for trying to think they bring this guy back. He served his purpose for us, which is, thank you, Mr. President. You did everything that I voted for you to do. You went in there, you pulled the pin for the hand grenade, you threw the damn hand grenade into Congress, and everybody's mask blew off their face. Holy smoke, that's who that person is. Oh my God, that's who that person. Wow, really? There's no hiding. People know who people are now. You cannot, it's very transparent to me when I look at somebody. These people in power, I happen to follow this. I read a lot about it. I do a lot of research, not in an echo chamber. I research, liberal sites, conservative sites, some sites that try to be in the middle. I love when they try to do that because it's so refreshing to read something like that that's just the news and without my opinion inserted into the news, which is trying to make this the news. You know what I'm talking about, like the Rachel Maddows, the Sean Hannitys, those guys. So like I said, people know who people are now. We know who you are, Nancy Pelosi. We know who you are, Mitch McConnell. We already know all of this. There's no hiding behind the typical politician. We know who we are. And the thing about it is now they're just blatantly out there with it. So it's kind of like, uh-oh. Now, here's what you got to say to yourself, if you're conservative or you're going to vote Republican in this way. Do you want to fight or do you want to win? Because it's 2 different things. We can all go out there and fight. We can try to get Donald Trump back in, and we can go through the fight again and have Black Lives Matter burn down people's houses and kick people's asses, and Antifa out there smack you over the heads with a lock with nothing happening to them. We can all go through that again because we don't see that now for some reason. I have no idea why they're not out there. The militant arm of the leftist cult. That's what I call them. That's both of those organizations are just pretty much the new age brown shirts of Germany. It's the same thing. You start having a difference of opinion. Same thing. You send out the goon squad. People shut up because they're scared they're going to get their ass kicked, and their property destroyed, and it's crazy. So again, I ask you: do you want to fight, or do you want to win? Because if you want to win, this is a slam dunk. Ron DeSantis is the guy. All the Trump policies. His state is kicking ass. Probably better than any other state. Maybe Texas is right there with them. Kicking ass with this COVID thing. Kicking ass with commerce. I mean, when they shut down all the ports for the stuff getting in, who jumped in there? Florida. Yo, we're open. Come on, man. Come over here. Oh, whoa, California. We are too now. Oh, everybody. Oh, New York. Oh, we are too. Because everybody was going down there. Oh, the cops, you're getting fired over here. Oh, come on down over here. But wait, hold on. We're going to change that policy real quick. Okay. Oh, what you want to do? This guy has the biggest elderly population in the whole country, and this guy's on top of it. I mean, while you got New York City and California, our hospitals are full to the brim. We're out of control, but we're firing our healthcare workers that aren't vaccinated that we needed. And Ron DeSantis is in Florida going, our hospitals aren't overwhelmed and our population is pretty large. We're pretty good down here. You get hurt, you can go to the hospital and you're probably going to get treated because we have staff and stuff like that out here. So I don't understand what's going on up over there. I mean, I don't understand what's going on up over here either, but hey, man, you know how it is over here in the Northeast. Woo, God, Lord. But anyway, it seems to be all these lockdown governors want to run the freaking lockdown governors, senators, House members. Why are they all in Florida? When they want to go vacation and get a little freedom while your ass is locked up, where they at? Dancing in the club in Florida. Bro, I thought you hated Florida. Why are you going there? Why are you enjoying the freedoms that Florida is giving everybody if you can't stand the fact that they're doing it? And you're so freaking crazy, COVID crazy, and mask crazy, that what are you doing down there without a mask, man? In these clubs, man. You up here on TV with them. This is crazy. These people, they won't wear the mask. And then the next day you're in the damn club with no mask on. Dude, it's the height of hypocrisy. AOC is probably a microcosm of everything that's wrong. That is, if you want to know that everything's wrong, that's it right there. Everything is wrong because of, just look at her. Well, anyway, like I said, this is a slam dunk for Ron DeSantis. He should easily be the guy that we're looking for. If he can do what he did with Florida to this country, we'd all be in great shape. And he has a way of handling the press in such a way that, he does it with class and couth, and it's just, man, he just slaughtered the hell out of you in the nicest way. It's refreshing. It's brilliant. And the guy should be the guy. You know what I mean? I support him because of the policies. It's the same policies as the Trump policies without Donald Trump. So ask yourselves, do you want to fight? Do you want to win? I want to win. I'm tired of fighting. I want to fight my neighbor, which we don't anyway. But I don't want this portrayal of us fighting each other to continue. It's such a folly. It's not real. Go out of your house, go talk to your neighbor to the left, and go talk to your neighbor to the right. 3 houses down, across the street, in the quick check, in the gas station. I don't think you're seeing what's happening on TV, what they're telling you is happening on TV. Now, if Trump really loved this country, which I do, I believe he loves it with all his heart, and I do believe that he ran for the people, but he's just not the guy. I get it. If he really truly believed and loved this country, he'd back up. Knowing that we need to win, not fight. He should stick to his social media site, which is coming out soon. It's called The Truth. I don't like the name so much. It's kind of like, you going to buy an engine from a place called Honest Engine. It's kind of, whoo, where would you come up with that name? But anyway, he should concentrate on that social media site, big. Then he should concentrate on a TV channel. Then he should concentrate on a radio program. These are the things that him and the people that support him and the money that he can generate all around the world with all these people together. I mean, do you think that Jeff Bezos is the only guy that can host the internet host? I mean, he's the only guy? I mean, there's other little ones, but 60-70% of your web hosting comes from Apple. I mean, not Apple, from Amazon. And then you got, all the three big ones, all colluding to do it. They're all too big. We need a choice to get away from the indoctrination of these media outlets. I mean, just think of this. Coca-Cola advertises on this show, that show, this show, that show, and you see them, on this show and that show. Now, this is the same Coca-Cola that told all its white people to stop being white. They did it. I didn't make this up. That's not a lie. Leave your whiteness out over here. That's just so insane and following a dangerous trend, a racist trend that's just, it's crazy. There's no such thing as reverse racism. It's just racism. The term reverse racism implies that you were racist in the first place. So please don't use that term. It's racism. And that's what Coca-Cola was doing. Now, if Coca-Cola looks at this and goes, their money guy goes, hey, Jack, Facebook just, lost 100 million people. They're over here at this place called Truth Social. I think we, might need to advertise over there. They're going to advertise over there. And that wokeness is going to stop. That craziness is going to stop because there's going to be an alternative for people to say, no, I'm not interested in that show, Netflix. You can keep your crazy shit over there. I'm just going to watch a show about a superhero that wants to freaking throw a car around. I don't care about his sexuality. I don't care if he's a freaking Republican or a Democrat or whatever. I just think he's a pretty cool superhero, all right? How about let him fly and punch some bad guys out? We don't really care about his sexual orientation, but some places do, and they have to check the box. The alternative for so many people is really nothing. That's what you should be concentrating on, Mr. President. I appreciate you, everything you did for this country. You did well for me. You did well for the middle class that was just trying to get ahead up, and I'm telling you, we did. We did. They spent more money in my shop. In those years, it actually turned the tide. I was allowed to buy another house. I was allowed to get a brand new truck. I'm some ghetto rat from downtown that never had a car when he grew up. His parents didn't have a car, didn't have no money. We were on welfare and destitute, food stamps, the whole nine. I built this from scratch. And scratched and clawed and prayed and all through and we started this through the Obama thing. And we were every day, we're like, oh, please, hopefully we can keep the door open for one more week. Jesus Christ, you haven't no idea how many times I was like, this is it, we're done. Oh my God, we're not going to make it. This is it. That guy got into the office, my business went woof, straight through the roof. Everything was working right. These people are coming in, and where the consumer, help out, I service is all minority, all immigrants, predominantly. That's pretty much it. This isn't an affluent neighborhoods and stuff like that. This is very rural, very urban, and they all had more money to spend. They all bought new cars. They all were building. They were all getting better. They were making more money. It flat out, they were. So the policies were working great. So look for the guy now that has the policies. We can't have the dividing rod muck up the thing. I mean, we can't have that anymore. We got to back away from that, realize that, and say, something, thank you, sir. We appreciate everything you did. We can't have that. If you're a Republican and registered Republican, I'm not allowed to vote in any of the primaries, I just can't because I'm not a Republican. You should be primarying the right people right now. Pay attention to your local municipalities and, governor and stuff like that. Who in the Republican Party is running against each other? Forget the other side. Just forget it. You have to fix your side before anything. And that entails getting people more in the middle that will fight together. You need to do that. You need to not let Donald Trump be able to put the dividing rod and trigger the liberal media. I mean, they have no ratings without this man being there. CNN got 600,000. Joe Rogan got like 3 million. 600,000. These people are in the airport, man. 600,000. On their primetime shows, they're firing people left and right because they can't afford the people. And they're trying to change the news. They're trying to attack Joe Biden a little bit, blah, 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 blah. Make it look like they're a certain way. But they already failed in that because the masks were ripped off. The hand grenade was thrown in. Boom! Everybody could see who's, oh my God, you can't change your, we know who you are. We know what your agenda is. That was the wonderful thing that he did. That he gave us this transparency with these people. That we all knew, but now we know. And we know their agendas. We know how dangerous they are. What we need to do is make sure that we get a guy like Ron DeSantis. The policies is the most important thing, man. It's not the person. It's the policies. I wish people could have seen past that with Mr. Cactus, Donald Trump, but it's hard. It's hard to see past him, and the programming's done. It's over. There's no coming back from it. So understand that, my conservative friends, that Donald Trump is not your answer. You have to ask yourself this one question, and it ends here. Do you want to win or do you want to fight? Because if you want to fight, Donald Trump's your guy. If you want to get out in the street and fight and punch your neighbor in the face and call him names, Donald Trump's your guy. For both sides. Exactly. The left that wants to fight, oh, they want Donald Trump. Oh, they totally want Donald Trump, because that's the call to arms. That's the justification to wreak havoc, mayhem, assaults, robberies, arson. That is we're justified in it. Absolutely, 100%. So they want him in the worst possible way. Don't think that they don't. We can't let that happen. I mean, I can't do anything about that. If he becomes the nominee, I have no choice. I have to vote for him. But we can't let him be the nominee when it's such a slam dunk. You're going to win the House. You're going to win the Senate. If this guy just... And then in 2 more years, you're going to win the presidency. Because these guys are going to get so crazy after they lose the House. It's going to go into overdrive crazy. What do you want to do, people? You want to win? Or do you want to fight? The choice is yours. Well, with all that said, thank you for tuning in to another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. Hopefully we're moving a little bit forward. Trying to give you my perspective from the middle, a real honest perspective. I know I definitely going to piss off some of my conservative friends, which, if you know me, you know that's kind of not how I am. I don't have a side. I just want to win. I'm on the side that wants to win. You know what I mean? And freedom. And leave me the fuck alone. You go and do whatever you want to go do, and I don't want to stop you. I want you to live your life. I want you to be happy whatever it is that you do. I don't give a frick if you put a fucking horn out of the front of your head and that makes you happy. God bless you, man. God bless you. That's awesome. That happiness is priceless. But sure as hell don't put your shit over here with me. All right, man? That doesn't make me happy. Why would you not want to make me happy if I'm okay with you being happy? That's crazy. That's insanity. That is communism, fascism, in its purest form. You got the left that says everybody's racist, everybody's homophobic, everybody's Islamophobic, everybody's phobic, all these great, wonderful terms to, degrade a person, Uncle Tom, blah, 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 blah. All of these wonderful words, it's colorful words that they put together to just, degrade a person. Why would you want to let that continue? That's what they do. And then you got the right that wants everybody to believe that we're all the same. We're all the same. Everybody's the same. No, we're not, man. We're not all the same. I like football. I like basketball. I like hockey. You like golf, polo, and curling, whatever. I don't like those things. But you like those things. We're different. I don't like Brussels sprouts. I like spinach. You can't stand spinach, but you sure as hell love them garlic buttered Brussels sprouts. We're different. I don't like watching TV shows that are bullshit. You do. We're different. Stop saying we're all the same, because we're not. We're very different, and the uniqueness of every person is what makes the world great. If everybody was the same, everybody wearing the same shirt, everybody listened to the same music, and everybody did the same thing, where's the creativity in that? Where is the... That is communism. That is fascism. That is exactly what it is. We don't want everybody to be the same. Hell no. I want to be different. But free. To say what I want to say. To do what I want to say. To live the way I want to live. And you should do the same. Without having to come over here and stomp on me. Because I don't want to do that. I'm not saying don't do it. But don't dare come over here and tell me that what I got to do because that's what I have to do. Can't do that stuff, man. We got to move forward. Not this way. Donald Trump is this way. Ron DeSantis is this way. That's my guy. I hope the guy just decides to run and people push him to run. What he's done in Florida, he could do for the whole country. Believe that. Look into this. This is not about Donald Trump and his personal issues. This is not about you and your anger and you're mad. This is about freedom and doing the right thing. Understand that. And do the right thing. Sorry if I pissed you guys off, but hey, that's what we do. I guess so. With all that said, thank you for tuning into another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I like doing this. It's super, and I appreciate the support and and the non-support too. I mean, that's all right because if everybody agreed with me, like I said, it would suck. So, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless the United States of America and the people of the world. And when in doubt, prayer is always the answer, man. Take care of yourself, people.